gentlemen, welcome back to JR's House of Craziness on this beautiful Thursday. What we are going to be doing today is we are going to be making some homemade peanut butter cups. So we all love those orange peanut butter cups, Reese's, but I'm going to show you how to make them at home, homemade, delicious, fantastic. There's a few things we're going to need. You're going to need yourself some milk chocolate chips. We're only going to need about half the bag for the recipe that I'm doing because I'm only going to make about 15. And these are going to be the little mini ones. So you need about half a bag of chocolate chips. You're going to need yourself a glass bowl because we're going to melt this chocolate in the microwave. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. You are also going to need about a quarter cup of peanut butter. 1 tablespoon of butter, and about 1/8 of a cup of powdered sugar plus 1 tablespoon. So 1/8 cup and 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. That's going to be for our peanut butter filling. And then you're also going to need something to make them in. So you could just use a muffin pan and put like muffin liners in there and do all of this. But what I did was we went to Hobby Lobby a couple of weeks ago, and I found this little mini peanut butter cup silicone thing here, which will be nice because then when I want to take them out, I just have to flip them out. So this one has about 15 of them. So what we're going to do first is we're going to melt the chocolate in the microwave. So if you're not sure how to do that, melting chocolate in the microwave can be a very daunting task if you don't know what you're doing. So what we are going to do is we're going to put about half the chocolate chips in a microwave safe glass bowl is what I would recommend. We're going to put that in there for about 30 seconds. And once that 30 seconds is done, you're going to stir it up. What I would recommend using is a popsicle stick or some kind of wooden stick that doesn't conduct heat all that much. So we're going to do that. Then once we're done mixing it a little bit, we're going to put it back in for another 15 to 20 seconds. Repeat that process, take it out, stir it, and you're going to repeat that at 15 to 20 second intervals until all of your chocolate is melted. Now, once all your chocolate's melted, we will come back and we will finish this up. Stay tuned. All right, our chocolate is melted beautifully. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? So now what we are going to do is we are going to fill this silicone tray or your baking or your muffin pan with the liners in there. We're just going to fill it kind of, let's say like a quarter of the way up, or just a light layer on the bottom. And then we're going to put it in the freezer. So I'm going to pop up so that I can do this. So I would recommend using a spoon, any kind of spoon, and just kind of lay it in there. Doesn't have to be too much. And I'm not going to make you watch. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, but you can see I got it in there. Now we're just going to kind of do that number, and now you can see that it's a nice flat surface on the bottom. So I'm going to finish filling this, then I'm going to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I'm going to put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. So once that 15 minutes is up, I will come back to you and we will make the peanut butter filling. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a fib to you. So we're going to make this peanut butter filling while our chocolate is chilling, pun intended, in the freezer. So there's, like I said, there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need yourself a bowl, just something to mix it with. I am going to use just a regular hand mixer because there's no point in getting out the big stand mixer for something like this. You're going to need yourself a tablespoon of butter, or a tablespoon of butter, 1/4 cup of good old peanut butter. Any kind of peanut butter will do. Just don't do crunchy unless you want crunchy peanut butter cups. You're also going to need 1/8 cup of powdered sugar, along with 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. So I don't have an 1/8 cup, so I'm just going to eyeball it and use my 1/4 cup. So I'm going to get all that going here. I'm going to tip you up so you can see the bowl. You will not be able to see me, but you will be able to see the bowl. So we're going to start with our peanut butter. And what I'm going to do for this is, because we need a 1/4 cup, I'm just going to use my spoon to go in and scoop it out here. It doesn't have to be exact because this is peanut butter filling, so it doesn't matter. So I got about a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, so we're going to scoop that into the bowl. Get all that out. I'm going to use my my stir stick that I used before to get everything off the spoon, because peanut butter is sticky, folks. And we're going to leave that down. Hey, on an unrelated note, make sure to, if you got extra chocolate laying around, make sure that you keep that around, stir it up, because you're going to need that to put on top once all this goes on. So we got our peanut butter. We're going to do our 1/8 cup of powdered sugar. So I keep mine in this fancy little deal here. And I'm going to grab a different 1/4 cup here. So I'm just going to eyeball it. It's about half. We'll put that in. And then we're going to grab our 1 tablespoon of butter. You're going to want that somewhat soft so that it's easy to incorporate. Put our beaters in our handheld mixer here. And then we're going to give this a go. Not going to take too long for that to come together. So as you can see, made a nice fluffy deal there. So now I'm going to show you a little trick. So you might be thinking, well, how are we going to get this peanut butter in the peanut butter cup? So what I want you to do is grab any kind of Ziploc bag you got. I'm just going to use this snack size one for now. I'm going to grab all this peanut butter. And I am going to load it in here carefully. I might want to take a little bit less than that. So got that loaded. Shake it down. Take the rest of it. Shake it down. Get every last delicious morsel out of that bag. Alright, so now, you might not have a piping bag, folks. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut off this little corner. Now, this is pretty thick stuff. You're going to want to cut off a pretty decent sized corner. So now, when we go to fill that, it's going to come right out the side. So we're going to wait a few more minutes for our chocolate to get hardened and all of that. When it does, I'll come back to you. All right, folks. So our chocolate has hardened nicely in the freezer. So now what we need to do is we need to put just a little dollop of this peanut butter into each one. So I'm just going to squeeze out just a little bit. And I'm actually going to use a scissors to get that off. And then I'm just going to place it in there. And I'm going to kind of squeeze it down just a little bit. Now you want to make sure your hands are clean for this. We're going to cut it off, grab it, place it. Cut it off, grab it, and place it. So I'm going to do that for all of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this leftover chocolate that I got, make sure you stir it up a little bit. If you need to put it back in the microwave for 5-10 seconds just to get it off there, go ahead. But then I'm just going to put another little dollop on top. And then remember, before you put it in the freezer, just give it a whack. And if you go over, use your deal here, and you can smooth it right out and take off any excess. So it doesn't have to look pretty, like I said. I mean, it's for fun. If you're doing this with the kids, it's probably not going to look pretty, but it's going to taste delicious. So we're going to finish putting our little peanut butter in the middle, and we're going to put that little dollop of chocolate on top and put it back in the freezer for about another 15 minutes. And then when that's done, we'll come back. We'll give these a shot. All right, folks, our peanut butter cups are chilled. They were chilling in the freezer. I left them in there for about 15-20 minutes because, hey, who doesn't love a frozen peanut butter cup? So you can see I'm in kind of a mess when I made it. So, you know, it is what it is. So these, with this chocolate, now you don't want to handle them too much because the heat from your hands is going to melt the chocolate. So for me, all I'm going to do is just give it a pop just like this. And you can see, look at that. That looks just like peanut butter cup you'd get out of that orange package, or the foil really. So we got 15 of these. They're frozen, which is fantastic because who doesn't love frozen peanut butter cups? Now, if you did the muffin tray, yours are going to be a little bit different, probably going to be a little thinner and obviously a lot bigger around. So let's go ahead and let's give her a shot. That's fantastic. Very chocolatey because of the peanut butter, or because of the milk chocolate. There's a little bit more chocolate in mine than you would normally get at you know, from the package or whatever, but they're pretty darn good. So I got 15 of them. I'm going to do everything I can to fight the urge to eat all of them. And the beauty of this silicone sheet is, look how clean that is on the inside. So when you freeze it, it comes out pretty clean, and it comes out really easy. So just give it a pop. Boom, done. And then you just pop this back in. And then you can just pop this right in the dishwasher. So makes them pretty nice. Pretty happy with these. So until next time, this is JR signing off from JR's House of Craziness. Peanut butter cups, homemade. Don't even got to go to the store. A lot cheaper than going to the store as well. And you don't have to take those foil wrappers off of them, which is even better. Till next time. Delicious. We'll see ya.